is the start of the second half. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is good alertness. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Martinez. Now it's DiMarco. Now it's Barella. Messi. Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many? Çalhanoğlu. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 17, Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
550.
Çalhanoğlu really struggling to influence the... Decent chance! No mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Number 18, Mikel Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Bastoni. Now it's Martinez. That'll be a throw-in. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on.
A chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
3 minutes is number 4, Jimenez. Jimenez. Jimenez.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Shot, surely! Well, that is asking for trouble. Played into the middle. He gets big. Sticks it away. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 44. Maggioli. Maggioli. Maggioli.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And now they can spring out of defence. Zielinski. Showing great feet there.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away?
Has been indicated.
Real chance! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 18.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Mikel Jacobo.
Sucic. And it's Jimenez. He's beaten the last man. Shot could be on. Chance! Looking for options for move. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench, and and that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Jimenez, very much the hero in this game.
Is only permitted in designated
Which
areas
is somewhat
within
what
these
we've
grounds.
witnessed, Jim.
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everyone, and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
Old
ingredients for a
Trafford.
showcase game
Arsenal
that the passionate
against
crowd demands.
Barcelona.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Son Heung-min, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Arsenal have it back and can go again. Oyarzábal receives it in a good position here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 23 minutes is number 7, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's Valverde. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Now the cross. Point blank header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ødegaard. Now it's Trossard. Aims beyond the defence. Caicedo is there and he can get that clear. Jimenez. Son Heung-min. Now it's Fagioli. It's a really well-measured ball. Early ball. Timber. Now it's Rice.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Here's Oyarzábal. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Saka. Fagioli. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, good read. Ødegaard has created one goal already. Trossard providing an outlet on that flank. Up he goes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Fagioli.
Such good technique.
This looks promising. Rice.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Trossard. Now it's Rice. Little pass back. Looking for a runner. Look at the takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to get it clear.
The attendance for this match
will be a
was
throw-in.
72,306.
He's in space and looking for options. Pings it across. And he's there to clear it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Ødegaard.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it
Substitution
blanket
for Arsenal.
suffocation. Every
Number
single player is
19,
committed to the press,
Trossard.
and there's simply no
Coming
way
on
out.
to replace him is number 11.
Can he get
Gabriel
away here?
Martinelli.
And it's Ødegaard. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now it's Rice. Arsenal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 5.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Coming on the field is number 49. Luis
And it's
Kelly.
hoisted clear.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And can he finish it? He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14.
Arsenal making another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
And it's played in.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Son Heung-min. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent
There will
run,
be 3
but the
minutes
pass just
at a
lacked
time.
pace.
Son Heung-min. And it's Fagioli. Saliba does really... That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And now, to
What are your
all
thoughts
members
on
of the
today's game
crowd,
then, Jim?
I'd like to
That's
ask you
a
to
fairly
join me in
demoralising
wishing
loss.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. what the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. We have already started here. Fagioli showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Sabitzer gathers from the goal kick. Valverde, and it's Messi. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Valverde, and it's Caicedo. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Akanji. Valverde. Fagioli. Good ball, good touch. Off the ball!
Ryerson.
Nemecha.
Ryerson.
Now Schuler. Anton. Over to the left. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's been caught napping! Deftly away. Messi. Gently done. Guirassy, out to the left it goes. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that has been clubbed away. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Guirassy. Thinks he's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi. Valverde. And it's Fascioli. And Caicedo spread it left. And it's Robertson. Played out to the left flank. And it's Robertson. Barcelona still this single goal behind. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 59 minutes.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
306.
And it's made its way to him. Closing in on goal. Caicedo. Brandt. Searching pass, he's played, but tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Cross into the box. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. And it's been taken short. Hoisted in. And he's taking no chances there. Brandt. Played into space. He's in a great position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Robertson. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ryerson, given the lift of his goal. Can he latch on to this? Showing good feet. And he whips it in. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. And another try! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Distributed tidily. Plays it across. And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 90 minutes is number 24. Substitution in progress.
Borussia
4 added
Dortmund
minutes has
have
been
turned to
indicated.
their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Borussia Dortmund take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
On public transportation today, please
Your
watch the
reflections
screen
then,
for
Jim.
train departure times
Barcelona
from
just
all
may have
local
felt
major
a
stations.
little extra pressure.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Arsenal.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. And already we're underway here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Rice goes short. Capier. Nice control, delivered in. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to belt it away. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Fascioli, and nicely intercepted. Rice. And it's Ødegaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Son Heung-min looks to get on the end of this. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gabriel. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now Subimendi. Now it's Saka. Now it's Trossard. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. And it's Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Caicedo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That'll be a throw. Caicedo. Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Now it's Messi. Jimenez is onto this. Timber. Rice. He's on it. Can he get away? Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And he can clear it away. Caicedo gets over and intercepts.
72,306.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great ball, and he's in here! Oh, that was vital. Fascioli. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Son Heung-min. Good ball, good take. Oyarzabal strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
No foul, says the referee. Rice. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Incapuyi. Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Cleared away. That's a throw.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 19, Trossard. Number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Number 5,
And it's
Incapié.
Ødegaard.
Coming on the
That's
field.
really nicely played.
Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
Well, there's no
Number
doubt that they
20,
want to win this, Peter.
Madueke.
They'll have to maintain
Number 49,
the energy and dynamism
Lewis
until the
Kelly.
very end, though.
Made into space out wide. Son Heung-min stood up well to him there. it's Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Barcelona still holding on desperately for what would be a laudable draw with the seconds ticking away now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Madueke. And here's Ødegaard.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
And a quick reminder.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Barcelona can take a lot.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. We have already started here. That's a delicate pass. And he's there to get it away. Aimed in towards the centre. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. Fagioli. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Well, that is one way to stop him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Luis Enrique. Now it's Barella. That's the throw. He's felt that, hasn't he? He's shifting through the gears here. Spread neatly. Luis Enrique. And it's Zielinski. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Robertson. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's made its way to him. Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And it's Fascioli. For Valverde. Fascioli. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Di Marco. Bastoni. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He rises! Crossbar comes to the rescue. This time, surely! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager...
He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Here's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bastoni. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That's a good ball out wide. Robertson. And he's being shifted off it. And he's taking no chances there. Spread it left. Di Marco has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. Oyarzabal kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Fascioli. Here's Oyarzabal. Fascioli. And it's Caicedo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Luis Enrique. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Thuram. Distributed tidily. Luis Enrique. He's got away. Big chance! No mistake! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
After 77 minutes is...
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Thuram. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Nicely weighted ball. There's no flag. Thuram!
That's just...
And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And just a quick reminder today to
Your
please
final
drink
thoughts, Jim?
responsibly.
It's a poor
Anyone
result.
appearing
They
intoxicated-
offered...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fellow, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oyarzabal, Fagioli. And here's Messi. Fagioli, little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Chips it through. It's a mighty effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Messi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim... Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Jimenez. Now it's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Oh yeah, bullish header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Akanji. Donnarumma. And it's Fascioli.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now this could be a chance. And here's Brandt. He's in a great position here. Lovely feet. Sabitzer. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has another go! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Fascioli. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. Great chance! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! And another try! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Brandt, ball's played through, he's in plenty of space here. And that was asking just too much of him. Valverde, now he's off and running. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's whipped it across. And he's there to clear it. Threads one in. And the shot!
To this match was 70,000.
Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 9.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change.
Replace him is number 21.
Valverde. It's Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Fabio Silva. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Anton picks it up from the goal kick. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nemecha tries to pass it through. He has a look out. Chance to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post. And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 14.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Coming on the field. Number
This looks
7,
promising.
John Bellingham. Number 17.
But it goes. And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. He's in a good position here. Decent chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Son Heung-min.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Robertson. Sabitzer has it in a wide position. And now they can clear their lines. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here. Martinez!
And he's heaved it away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Son Heung-min. Can he get it through? This looks... Oh, shooting chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Spread out to the left. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Akanji. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caicedo. And this is Son Heung-min. Valverde. Oh, that's nice. It's gone out for a throw-in. Valverde. It's a good-looking delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That looks a good ball through. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that's gone loose. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Martinez. Martinez! Outstanding by Martinez! A finish right from the top draw. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Thuram. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Akanji. Martinez
has been indicated.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. And it's Valverde. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Backward it goes, flipped into space, shot at goal! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 11.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Barcelona really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Barella. Zielinski. It's a good run down the right. assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Luis Enrique has found the net here, of course. Now it's Thuram.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Valverde attempts a clearance. Thuram! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Caicedo. And Robertson. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Thuram. And he's found big chance. Must be. Goes for a shot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Robertson. Fires, shoots! No mistake! He's had it taken off him. Great vision. It's a promising position. Not the most convincing of passes. DiMarco. Calhanoglu, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now it's Enrique. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, it's Son Heung-min! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Five minutes left on the clock. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Dumfries hurtling down that right flank.
There will be 5 minutes added
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 5 minutes to add. Messi. He's having a go! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? In it comes. And that's the keeper's ball. And that will be the final act. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Saka providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Ødegaard. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Son Heung-min. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saka. And it's Rice. And in Capier. Trossard. That's good play. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. He's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caicedo. Ødegaard. Nicely spread. Rice. Zubimendi. And it's Zubimendi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Pinged towards the front line. Nkapie gets over and intercepts. This looks promising. Oh, lovely feeding is such a chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw. A goal at a really telling moment. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Saka. And it's Ødegaard. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Saka.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to belt it away. There will be a throw-in. Oh, nice touch. Trossard's cross. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, they can break here. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, what? Fagioli! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the finish! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
After 59 minutes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Trossard. And it's Ødegaard. He's on it, can he get away?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Jimenez. Aimed beyond the defence. He's onside. And that has been clubbed away. And they're quick to get it back. Valverde. Oh, that's a chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
So the manager can make a change
Coming
for
on
the
the
first time in the game
field
here.
Well, he's going to
Number
inject a
11,
nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Raya clears.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now he's off and running. Plays it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14, Bucharest. Number 5, Incapie. Coming on the field, number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 49,
And it's Jimenez. Foot in. Now it's Saka. And here's Havertz. Played out to the right. Odegaard. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Saka plays it short. Oh, he's played it in low. And he knocks it clear.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's straight offside. Saliba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And if you do have a chance today,
Son
please
Heung-min
take some time
claiming
out
the
to
Man
give
of the
your
Match
support to
award,
our better
and there
stadium
is
fund.
very... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everyone,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients for a
Old
showcase game that the
Barcelona
passionate crowd
against
demands.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pass somewhat off target. Ugarte getting this one clear. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Caicedo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Heaven with the clearance. That's the throw. And it's Robertson. Oh, well played, lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shaw. Looking here to chip it through. And it's Casemiro. Neither side yet able to find the net. Matheus Cunha, and it's played into the middle. Cleared away. Son Heung-min. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Matheus Cunha. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Jimenez. Messi. Fajoli. He can get that clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Casemiro. Ugarte. Nicely spread. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's nice. Cross to the back post. And that has been
There will
knocked
be 1
clear.
minute added time.
Caicedo. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Messi. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Fagioli. Fagioli. He's looking wide. Now, can they get him away? And that's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Diogo Dalot. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now who's going to be first to this?
The attendance for this match
Now
was
Heaven.
71,550.
And it's Dalot. Diogo Dalot puts a cross in. Valverde tries to clear. Šeško, he rises! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Matheus Cunha. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Casemiro. Just about up to 75 minutes. Distributed tidily.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a promising position. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes! A finish right from the top draw. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. Robertson. Mikel
There will be 3
Oyarzabal.
minutes added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And here's Son Heung-min. Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able
Just
to
a quick
add to the
request today
scoreline
for
in the
everybody
end.
to please kindly remove any cars
Well, after all of
parked on
that,
the road
Jim, what are you
outside the
thinking?
stadium.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's right. And the shot! Threads one in. And this is Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Fascioli. Great ball. Messi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 13 minutes is number 11, Lionel Messi.
So, a breakthrough already. Pressure coming in from all directions. And it's gone back to the keeper. Trossard. Now it's Saka. Caresses it through. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Trossard. Oh, sweet feet. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Messi. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That ball looks a good one. Face decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Ball swung in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caicedo tries to play it through. Zubimendi spots it and intercepts. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Odegaard. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Messi. And it's Fascioli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Zubimendi.